Welcome everyone to now the newly opened Seirai Island's Seirai Island's new collection guide, and here's the map for 35 Electroculus in total, and I'll walk you through every single one of them. As it's already quite late today, so my voice will be kind of tuned down and slightly quiet than the other days, so just be aware of that. Now first of all, you want to head off from the peak of the Tatarusuna Island area and start working your way towards this area and use this electro flower's ability to reach here, and now you will see this electro gate thing that you have never seen before. If you just stand by it and try to go through it, it will just guide you to your next linked gate, and by not touching anything in between, and you will collect your first electroculus. And here then, unlocking that waypoint, now you can keep going towards the same direction you're traveling. Then you should see this abandoned ship, and behind this abandoned ship will be this electro flower. Once again, use it, then you can grab your next electroculus really easily. Now we'll be starting to solve the entire puzzle for this ship, and it will take quite a while. First of all, you can see these things you can turn. Try to link them at marking towards each other and forming a square or rectangle, and then it will unlock for you. And now you can enter the inside of the cabin. Before you enter, make sure you grab the electro flower so you can interact with this chest here. This chest gives you a rusted key. This will be used for a locked door when we're following this silly over to the next area. But before you proceed, this electroclus is right in front of you, just to the right of that little lamppost, and you can collect it, and coming in is another similar puzzle after you use the key that we just collected. And once you solve the puzzle, now once again this chest will unlock for you. Feel free to collect it or not. Now you want to proceed to your next area. Here you want to solve this puzzle, these tile puzzles, by matching the same symbol ones together first, and 2 by 2 they go by pairs, and be sure to clear out those slimes. They can also trigger the tiles. If you try to solve them, they'll be really annoying. Now you can proceed to the lower section of the ship, and when you're down there, it will be a much more complicated puzzle for solving these matching tiles. I've just drawn out at a starting position here. There should be your starting position 1. Then if you see this, I marked as 1. 1 will be the pair with another 1 there, so vice versa, you want to pair those tiles together, then you'll be able to unlock the next section. And here we see these two geo slimes where they spawned. Clear them out, and it's a little chest just down here in the crack. This chest is extremely important. You want to open it, and then it should give you a key for unlocking the door. Then the door that's in front of you, now the silly will eventually go into once you solve the puzzle, but this puzzle actually does not relate to where the silly goes in, but it will also be useful when you unlock this back section of the ship. Where the silly went in, you want to use the key you just acquired earlier and go inside. And once again, this is the last puzzle you have to solve, just to turn the dials together to form a rectangle. You'll also get a achievement called Davy Jones Locker, which is pretty funny since it's a Pirates of Caribbean reference. And there you go, there's your third electroculus. And after you have collected everything around here, you should walk back towards the section you opened by solving the tiles. And down here will be a relay stone puzzle that requires 3 relay stones to solve it. You want to come opposite of this side and start hitting on this rock. Then once you unlock it, then you should be able to get your first relay stone. Then once you use the electro flower just right next to it, you can enter these barriers and start to collect the other relay stones. I do recommend doing drop one of them just right there, just to link it, and drop the other one nearby on the ship, and now we'll go collect the third one, because so we don't need to backtrack. Do remember to grab your electro flower so you can enter the barriers. Then once you grab the last relay stone, feel free to go down there and link the last post up together to the center one. Now a hidden section should unlock for you, and you should be able to hear a clear sound, but where you need to go is coming down to the ground floor, clearing out the enemies, and in the back is this hidden area with mechanical enemies. Clear them out. There will be an electro city. If you interact with it multiple times, you should go back up to where you done the relay stone puzzle, and I was looking for it for a while, but I didn't realize it was already there. So all you have to do is come up here and interact with it one more time. Then you should go onto this electro flower post right here. Now you can use its ability to fly up to gain your next electroculus. what the height you have here, you want to fly towards this teleportation waypoint if you haven't unlocked it. But if you have unlocked it and unlocked the entire area, then you can feel free to use the gate to travel to grab your next 2 Electroculus. Make sure you jump off here before you reach the end station and grab that, and coming to the next teleportation waypoint over here and unlock it. Be sure to grab this quest, it's extremely important. That's also related to about 4 or 5 Electroculus, so talk to the NPC and your quest should be unlocked. Now coming from the waypoint, once again you want to follow the side of the rocks and look for a crack inside. There'll be a little hidden cave inside, and by one of these tree posts that's half broken, inside is an Electroculus. And now you want to make your way towards this side of the cave. You should be able to see meter shells, hill shells together. I'll just ignore them and just coming up towards this side to the edge. Then if you're starting to climb up here, you see a electro flower that you can interact with. Then use its ability, then your next Electroculus is there, and drop down another one is on top of the tree, so it'd be really easy for you to collect. Now you want to work your way towards the far side of the teleportation waypoint. If you have already got that teleportation waypoint, feel free to teleport to there, but since I don't have it, I might as well unlock it here, then showcase where the next Electroculus is. Coming from the waypoint, you want to come down here near this lock chest. It's underneath this wooden platform. Once you collect it, now you want to teleport to the waypoint you unlocked earlier, and it's the closest to the Statue of the Seven. Dropping down, there will be this girl here called Fujiwara, I do believe. Then talking to her unlocks another quest. Then this quest also relates to another Electroculus, so do not miss it. And coming over here, you can grab another Electroculus just by using that Electro Flower. It's really easy. Now use the ability to come to the Statue of the Seven. Behind the Statue of the Seven is this abandoned house. Fujiwara will spawn here, then interact with her. Then she will tell you to try to solve the puzzle. After you solve this really easy puzzle, this hidden basement will unlock, and your next Electroculus is here, really easy to collect. You can also try to solve her puzzle here, but also the mission is not later on required to be done, but let me just quickly explain this if you want to get it done. So if you watch carefully all of the patterns I'm always going, the 3 symbols are always repeating each other. So all you need to do is fill up the room, light up all the tiles with the matching sequence. And for me, I had to figure out the hard way. I had to try a few times, but that I do not recommend. You just want to try to start drawing a pattern that you can repeat, and then eventually you should be able to solve this with ease. But later on, her quest does not reward you with anything Electroculus, that's Electroculus, well, regarding Electroculus, so you technically don't need to do it. But now you want to come over to the Statue of Seven and work your way towards this side of the mission marker area where earlier you interacted with a NPC, and her mission is the most important quest in the entire island. After that, you want to follow the tracks of the mission, and you can also grab another Electroculus on the way. But all you need to do is coming over to this abandoned shrine over here with cat footprints, and surprisingly you will find a cat that's actually the head priest for the area. But here, unlocking the waypoint, starting from the waypoint, you should have already seen this Electroculus on top of the gate. Then coming over here, you want to climb into the big tree behind this little shrine. Then inside is another Electroculus, and with this height, after we collected this Electroculus, you want to fly off to the south side and coming over here and look for a stone pile. And after you have opened up the stone pile, then inside is a bunch of cats with the Electroculus. Now you want to come back to the shrine and interact with the cat, talking to her, finish her dialogue, coming over and check this chest that's broken. Now we will need to start collecting materials to fix this box, and now we can teleport back here. If you have done Fujiwara's quest, we'll be doing 2 quests at once here, so it'll be really easy to do. So all you need to do coming over here is defeat the treasure holders and talk to the treasure holder. Then immediately will be dragged onto 3 consecutive cutscenes that you need to defeat enemies for Fujiwara to protect her. Then you can get more Primo Gems rewards just in the process. But after you have done so, you want to work your way towards here, this waypoint, and start following where the mission tells you to go. And once you have collected enough materials and defeated the trash holders at that camp, now you can fix the donation box for the cat. Then now the cat will be happy and tell you how to actually fix the entire ward stones that's near the area. These ward stones are still quite the amount of work, so just follow what I'm doing for the first few, then it's quite easy. For the last few I had to kind of give it a try a few times, so I do not recommend following what I was doing, but if you can try to solve it yourself, that's also really good. Now teleporting to that waypoint, if you can see it clearly, now you don't want to follow this waypoint and use the teleportation gate. Once again, you'll be able to grab an Electroculus. Now you want to work towards that island because it will be really convenient if you just drop down there and grab your next Electroculus. And this Electroculus down here, all you need to do is grab your Electro Flower down here and enter the barrier and grab it. Now then you want to work towards the teleportation waypoint to the right side of the island and towards the mission area. Defeating any enemies near the ward stone, then now you want to work your way towards the other side, because one of the warding totems, it's really far away, it's on top of this weird rock, but behind you is another Electroculus just out here and you can easily collect it. Working your way back towards the ward stone, you can see another Electroculus just on top of this huge rock on top of here. Then after collecting it, we will start solving the puzzle, and you can see right here, it's near the teleportation waypoint. Once again, coming back to the teleportation waypoint and start to solve this puzzle. After you solve the puzzle, we can proceed with the next Electroculus, and this one you want to make sure you do not use teleportation waypoint in the process, or else one of the teleportation gates will be reset. So you want to come towards this side, down to the far side of this coastline here. You want to teleport over here with the Electro Flower's ability, align it towards that side where we initially have collected one of the Electroculus just outside, and we want to swim across here. If you do not know how to swim with low stamina cost, go check out my video. This shameless self-promotion here. But anyway, you want to come up to this and want to link the teleportation gate towards the same direction you came from. Now you can use this gate to easily obtain that Electroculus. Now you want to teleport back to interact with the mission, and the NPCs should be up here now. Interact with them, skip the cutscene. Then once again we want to teleport your way up with that teleportation gate. And coming up here, this time around it will be Electro Flower for us to interact with, so we can go upward. And now starting here, you want to follow where I'm going one by one, so we do not miss our chest and Electroculus. First we want to come towards the left side, use the teleportation ability, then grab this Electroculus. Now you want to keep heading your way with the Electro Flower, unlock the chest and go back to the first 3 Electro Flower platform and go towards the right one to activate the time challenge. By activating the time challenge and finishing the time challenge, then you can collect a precious chest, I do believe, and just keep following where I'm going. Then you should be met up with the next wardstone. Then by completing the wardstones, once again we'll be able to proceed with the next section and collect more Electroculus. Also, another tip I use to solve this is I try to match one of the tiles up and just keep spinning and see if the other one will work. Then if it works, then probably one of the other ones will start working. Then if that's the case, then you just have to solve the puzzle. It's pretty easy, right? Now after using that teleportation, then once again you want to use the left side first before you proceed. Now drop down here, you want to once again finish up with all these challenges before you move up, or else you'll really easy to lose track of where these challenges are. And now you can work your way back up, because eventually it does not matter, because the majority of these teleportations, they lead you back to the same spot. They lead you to the final teleportation waypoint to be unlocked on the top here, and where the final warding stone is at. Just by this on top of this platform, just on the edge of it, is another Electroculus right here. Now you want to solve the puzzle, and after solving the puzzle, you will start collecting more Electroculus, because also if you do not solve the puzzle and do not solve this mission, some of the Electroculus will be impossible to get, because they're all so up high in the air, so there's no other ways of you coming up here, since they have fixed so much bugs that I can't use it. There's so many glitches I can't use. And now, since this newly formed platform unlocks for us, a new boss fight will also unlock for us. But before that, we want to head towards our right side and drop down to get our next Electroculus. After obtaining the Electroculus, you want to teleport back, and we start off towards our backside. And we'll be using this teleportation waypoint numerous amount of times just because of the height advantage it gives us. If you do have the gliding gadget, it will significantly boost your time, but regardless, it will work anyway. It just speeds up your process if you have that gadget. Now you want to work towards the south side, and behind the teleportation waypoint, here's your next Electroculus. After that, you want to once again teleport back. Teleported back and drop down in front of you as you just seen what I did, but now work towards your right side down here. I just decided to do this puzzle in the meantime. You can decide to skip it or not, but the Electroculus is right down here on the ground floor. After you have gained it, you want to once again teleport your way back up. Now you just want to head towards that direction right here and start gliding. You can use any characters to help you speed up the process. I do recommend having Amber on the team, even if you don't have any more characters to form the Nemo bonus, because by decreasing the stamina, it will help you tremendously getting this far of a distance. But down here, once again, you want to collect the Electro Flower's ability before you can enter the barrier, collect the Electroculus, and teleport your way back up once again. Now we want to work towards the far end of the islands. To the right, there's 2 Electroculus. Once again, use your gadget if you can, and use Amber. I do recommend it tremendously because you'll be gliding a really long while. You want to make sure after you grab this Electroculus, you want to keep heading the same direction you have been traveling at. Then you should see those 2 locked posts around there. There will be a Electroculus floating in the midair that's near this Electro Abyss Mage. Collect it, and then just ignore them, teleport back. Now we'll head towards the center platform. I do recommend defeating the enemy here, just so you can proceed with your mission. So make sure you have teammates that's not Electro based, so the enemy will not be immune to your damage. And after you have defeated him, you want to use the Electro Flower's ability on the edge, once again travel upward. Then your next Electroculus is really easy to be obtained, and with 2 chests that's really important to collect right up here. Now after you have collected these 2 chests, you want to immediately jump down to the bottom of the ocean. You want to make sure your characters have enough HP, don't be like me. When you jump down, and there will be Electroculus below the surface. I grabbed it right now, you can also grab it later, but I recommend doing it now because later on we'll be lowering the water. But making sure you grab it and immediately teleport back, because the water is extremely dangerous. It probably drains 10% of your HP immediately. Now once again you drop down, we'll start solving the puzzle for the entire area. It'll be quite a long process. I'm really sorry, because this lower underground area is extremely hard to explore and puzzle solve for. Here I will quickly explain this puzzle I accidentally solved while defeating the enemy. So after I defeated this enemy, in the center part it'll be these tiles. Once again you want to match up. Here I have defeated the enemy too early and somehow solved it in the middle, but you want to step on these 4 blocks only, activate them, and to be lit up, only those 4, and then this chest will spawn for you, and you can interact with this mechanism here, and the water will slowly go down. Now we're free to explore the lower sections, and once we go down there's more puzzles to be solved. First of all, before you completely drop down, you want to aim towards the stone pile nearby and unlock it. It will be your next Electroculus. Then now you want to unlock the mechanism before you go down, or else the water level will still be up here, really high up. I feel like I'm explaining too much useless facts here, but once you come down here, you see this so you should see the city that goes into the gate. You want to first of all activate with that red post, and we will not be backtracking, so we can grab the chest to the right side as well. But once you have unlocked it by interacting with the red gate, come in. You want to interact with the yellow gate, interact with the red gate once again. When you come out of the red gate section here, you want to once again interact with the yellow gate you just interacted with, so the gates upstairs is all unlocked for you. Then by following the silly, then he'll go down to his post and give you another chest, and another silly will be right in front of you. That we will repeat the exact same process and solving these doors once again. By unlocking that yellow gate, I do believe, then coming up here, interact with the red gate, coming down, back down to the left side, interact with the yellow gate, then climb up this wall, you drop down, and by following the city going upward, and we'll go in, we'll be able to solve this puzzle really easily. The next one is slightly more complicated, and all we need to do is follow the city, and this will be the last one to solve as well, and it will be the last Electroculus we need to collect. Can you imagine we already collected 35 so far? So fast, because they're so packed here in this island. But after you come up, let me quickly finish explaining how to solve the puzzle. Once you come up, these two gates should be open for you. You want to reach towards the deepest area of this puzzle solving area. You will see this red gate controller. You want to touch it, and then you want to go back down, and you should be able to interact with this this area here. Interact with the blue gate. Then you want to go back up and interact with a yellow gate that's locked behind a blue door earlier. Now, since you have unlocked the blue door, you can interact with the yellow door in here. Once you have done so, then you can go back down and starting to I do believe that's actually all the gate. And once you come back down here, keep going and go through the yellow gate to the right, and that should be it for you because the blue door is already unlocked. Now all you need to do is collect your luxurious chests and follow the city to the end. It's really easy, isn't it? And here is your last Electroculus. I'm really sorry for this guide to be so rushed because I literally didn't have much time to rest, and I'll be sure to push out the next episode, and there is, I do believe, 21 more Electroculus to collect, and a lot of them are actually locked behind gates and doors, so hopefully you are able to somehow make out of how you get all these Electroculus in this video, even though I could have totally explained it much better. But thank you very much. Here is my complete guide of collecting all the Electroculus on the Seirai Island, and I'll see you on the upcoming episode. And if you really think this helped you, do leave a like, subscribe. I make Genshin Impact content about collection guides, etc. Sometimes I do stupid things like trying to do glitches, etc. If that is interesting to you, stay tuned.